So, in a previous slides, we got to know about a time management, and how to manage your time, right? Now the question is, what if we don't manage our time, right? So, firstly, we will miss our deadline. Imagine that you got a work which should be completed in a 1 hour, and you took 3 hours to complete that. What happened? You missed the deadline, right? So this will subtract your work quality. Means the remaining works which you are supposed to complete in that 3 hours are still in a pending mode. This will give you a insufficient output, and people are observing you, right? So this will give you a poor professional reputation, and due to all these things your stress is going to increase. Okay, so nobody wants this, right? So that's why we have to manage our time effectively. Now these are some techniques of time management. Okay, let's look at these one by one. In a day we get lots of interruptions and distractions, right? So, for example, calls, messages, and we get some urgent work which we have to do, but those are not necessary. I mean, not important, but at we do that. So these all are interruptions and a distraction, which comes whenever we are working or doing some specific task, right? So, what we have to do is make a list of all these interruptions and disturbance. Okay, in a day, pick a time. Okay, and pick time and do all these interruptions. I mean to say, in a day, take a 1 hour, and in that 1 hour, you are not going to work. You are not going to do your work. Instead of that, uh, do call to your friends, do chat with whoever you want, and do talk with your family members, do anything you want, but pick a time and do all these interruptions. So what will happen is, these interruptions are not going to come whenever you are performing your task. Okay, that is first. Second, do not disturb sign means, whenever you are working, please use this sign so that nobody is going to disturb you. Okay, close your mind for all the disturbance means the same thing which I have explained in the last 2 points. Okay, next, priority matrix strategy. As I told you in the previous slides, that whenever you are picking any task, make sure that it should be having a higher priority, and how to give the task, how to take the task as a higher priority one. For that, use the priority matrix strategy. Okay, so what will happen is, when you set a goal, when you follow all these things, so the time wastage is going to reduce. Okay, so next is, as I told you in the previous slides, maintain a do list, that is log list. So once whenever you are going to complete that task, please make sure that how much time you have taken to complete that task, and mark it as completed, or do scratch it as, or do whatever. But once you complete it, please mark it and make a note how much time you have taken to complete that task. Okay, this is how you can manage your time effectively. Okay, I hope till now you got all the points which I have explained you. Thank you for being so patient and listening to my class. Thank you, class.